Hey guys, my name is Steve and this is Wilmer Woodworks. In this video, I'm going to show you how to continue making simple projects for your Thanksgiving Day display. Now, this one we have, now I don't have any fancy towels, so we're using shop towels, but use your imagination. Any of these towels will work and you can make these sizes anything you like. So these two here I cut out in a simple 3mm ply, but using my new longer B1 40 watt, I was able to actually cut this on a 1/2 inch material. So you can really make these in any size you want. The key feature that we're going to go over today is having text follow a path. And that's a very beneficial case for this design and for any design really. So if you want it to follow a curve, or in this case, a circle, I'm going to show you how to set that up and how to handle it. So when you first click on it, it's going to be a little odd. It's not going to be exactly how you want it laid out. And then it's going to be a little hard to manipulate. So that's why we want to use a toolpath. So I'm going to quickly show you how to use that, and then you can use that skill to apply this theory in other projects that you have. Like I said, my name is Steve. This is Wilmer Woodworks. Let's get right over to LightBurn and I'll show you how I made these designs. Okay, we're in LightBurn. We're going to get this simple design knocked out, and I'm going to show you how to use that applied toolpath and how to work with it so it doesn't aggravate you. But before I do, I just want to give another shout out to Acoustics, who hooked me up with the webcam that I'm recording this on. It's actually a swivel webcam, so I have it where it swivels down in the center of my screen, so as I'm making this design, I can continue to make eye contact. So if you have a webcam and you are in need of making eye contact while working on your screen, I'll put a link in the video description below. Go check it out, hit a couple of links, and help me out. All right, enough of that. Let's get to this design. First thing we're going to want to do is start with a circle. So my circles, I started with an actual circle. So holding shift, we just drag one out, and I'm going to want this to be a cut layer. And I'm also going to want it to be 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Now on this circle, we are going to do an offset, which is this little donut over here. We're going to click on that icon and it's going to pop up. We can either go inward or outward. I'm going to go outward, and I'm going to go out about 1/4 inch because I don't want to have any issues with anything breaking. If you are only cutting in 3mm ply, you may want to at least go with 1/4 inch so you don't have to worry about when you pull that napkin through anything cracks. If you're going with 1/2 inch material, you could go a little thinner, but also just be careful because it is a circle and your guests might crack them as well. All right, so now we have our two circles. Now I already went out and I grabbed a font. You can get fonts anywhere. This is a font that I grabbed from Fabrica. They offer a wide range of festive fonts. If you're interested in that, I do have a link from them that offers you a few free downloads, so I'll put that link in the description below as well. I think this font was called Fall Holiday Script, and they offer these unique little swishes at the end, so it gives you that additional little flair. This is on another layer, so what I have here is I've got 3 layers. So let me delete that, hit escape. I just want to select, and remember, when you select from the right moving left and it's green, you only need to touch it a little bit and it will select everything. If you start from the left going right, you will have to actually select everything. So with everything selected, I am just going to do a little alignment here to make sure everything is in line. I'm going to take my outermost circle, hit Control D to duplicate, and while that's selected, I'm going to put that on tool layer 1. So right now I'm just going to not show the black. With both of these selected, I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit Apply Path to Text. Now you can see that it is not the right way we want it. So we're going to hit this mirror selection tool. Now it's the right way, but it's in the middle. See how it's going above and below? I want it to be on the top. So we're going to adjust this to the bottom. Sorry, not the top, the bottom, right? So we'll adjust this down to 1/2 inch. And what I want to do is I want to do an offset of this. So let me move this out of the way so you can see. I want this to be outward and I want this to be rounded. And we're going to make this just a little bit smaller. That's perfect right there. We're going to click OK, and now we reactivate, and let's hide that toolpath so we can just see our text. So I'm going to click that outside offset and then our outside circle, and we'll just weld those together, and we'll make sure that's on the cut layer. And that is pretty much it. The only other thing we can do is we can go in and ungroup this, since these are going to be very small and it won't matter if that's cut out or not. And I think that is about perfect. So let's group this back together. All right, guys, as usual, I just want to take a quick moment to thank everyone who has watched my videos and left comments and hit the like button and shared and done all the things. It gets my channel a little bit more exposure, and every day we do see that subscriber count counting up. We're almost at 5,000, so I'm really thankful for that. I also want to take a moment to encourage you, if you haven't yet, go over to the school community, and I will be building out more classroom modules that will be hitting the beginning of October. Go over more LightBurn tips and tricks, and also machine settings and basic common practices, along with some safety procedures that everybody should really be keeping an eye on. So that community is School, SKOOL, Laser Labs by Wilmer Woodworks. It is free for now. We're over 100 members. Thank you for that. That is a great accomplishment. As we grow, the questions come in more and more, which is awesome. I do encourage everybody to ask as many detailed questions as they can. If I can't answer them, I'm sure somebody will be more than happy to answer it in the group. It is free for now. The more it grows, the more work it's going to take for me to not only do these videos, but also to maintain that community as well. So it may go over to a paid community, maybe when we hit 250 people. But anybody that's already joined, you're in for free. That locks in. So get over there and be sure. The only thing it asks you is 3 questions. What kind of machine do you have? What are you hoping to learn? And provide us your email address so we can keep you up to date with our Friday email weekly drops. That's all. So enough of that. Let's get back to this build. See you soon. And let's preview this. Oh, I didn't set up any of my cuts. So my engraving, I'm going to have at 3,050%. And my cutting, I'm going to have at 10,000 at 80%. And that is what that 40 watt will actually cut this 3mm ply at. And we also have to set this as the fill. So we do that as a fill. Click OK, and this will take 2 minutes. Not bad for a simple napkin holder. And you can make these again, thankful, blessed, anything like that. And what I'm doing here is you can actually just go through and let's just cut. That's the problem. So ungroup this. We just want to choose this outside. Choose this. Go to subtract. Click OK. It gives us just a little heavy stop, so it won't roll on the table. Group that back together, and this shouldn't have changed our time too much. Yeah, still 1:57. So you can cut these out for everybody attending your party. So I hope this tutorial is useful for you, and we will have more videos coming out. All right, guys, I hope you appreciated that video. It is a very quick and very powerful feature that follow the path, and you can set that up with font on circles, rectangles, line drawings, any kind of curve that you want a specific text to follow. You can accomplish with that simple. Well, my name is Steve, and this is Wilmer Woodworks. I appreciate you watching. I know this is a shorter video than I usually do, but be sure to go and check out some of the other videos if you haven't already. We got a few more Thanksgiving and fall designs, and then we'll be heading right over to our Christmas designs and Christmas ornaments, because that is the big push, the big holiday. And I want to get these designs in your hands before November, December, so you can actually print these out and take these to your craft shows. So let me know in the comments below if you've got craft shows already lined up, or if that's something that you're gearing up and making stock for. Until next time, my name is Steve, and I do appreciate you watching. Take care.